Madera on the beat.
I see Mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the new for grave where my uche de Papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing, Pekin don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. Me self they shake my hand no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today now dust we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know they.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she no sabi this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze.
Rapper don't tell she the new for grave where my uche de Papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing, Pekin don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. Me self they shake my hand no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today now dust we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know they.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she no sabi this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
Oh, make we try yo.
Back up joins with a trembling. Oh, hey. If we no join now, our children go so.
This is na wicked word. This is na confusion word. Listen to Palibran. I will be telling you a story about one lady girl. Pali they go to work. Pali they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. The river they go. The river they go. Opposite Udi. But the right hand the side. Along Gusukudu Road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I eyes they drive out. The river waiting they happen. The river waiting they happen. The river tell the body boy. See no day for talk. See no day for talk. We better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. The driver waiting, waiting. The driver waiting. This is my wicked word. This is my Confucian word. Listen to Palibran. Palibran. I will be telling you a story about one lady girl. Pali they go to work. Pali they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. The driver they go. The driver they go. Opposite Udi. But the left hand the side. Along the school road. I see people run, I see people run, Then I ask the driver waiting they happen. The driver waiting they happen.
ihe niile onye ebere ya na ngọzi ya na-adịgide ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi onye ọ bụ naanị ya mazuru ihe niile onye dị ngọzi site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi nke mere ndị gboo ji wee na-etu ya na ọ bụ naanị ya bụ ebighị ebi nna ndị nsọ onye anyị dabere anyị na-akpọku aha nsọ gị n'uhuruchi ụtụtụ ehihie abalị n'ihi na ụmụ gị gbasasịrị ka ụkpaka ụwa niile gburugburu wee na-arịọ gị ma mma gị na ebere gị amara gị na ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị nọ ka iru gị wee chaa n'ebe anyị nọ ka i wee mere anyị amara anyị wee na-arịọsị gị ike sị ka ha arabụ ndị kụziri ka ha wee megide anyị nna nke ebere dị ngọzi na aka nsị ndị dị etu agabakwa ha ọnụ na ka ha arabụ imirikiti bụ ndị kụziri wee sị na Biafra agaghị abịa ndị dị etu agaghị adị n'ihi na ọ bụ gị onwe gị bụ onye kpebiri na Biafra ga-abịarịrị ị bụghị mmadụ ọ bụ naanị gị bụ Chineke na ọ bụ naanị gị ka anyị na-efe wee na-aja mma ma o nweghị ihe ọzọ ga-eme ka iwe nye anyị Biafra kwere n'ihi na anyị anaghị efe arụsị anyị anaghị efe anụkpa ahụ nna nke ebere anyị anaghị efe arụsị ọbụla apịrị apị o nweghị ihe ọbụla bụ nke aka mmadụ mere nna nke igwe nke anyị na-akpụ isi ala nye ọ bụ ya mere anyị ji wee na-asị na ọ bụ naanị gị bụ Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile ọ bụ naanị gị bụ eze ọ gbarịrịọ ka anyị na-arịọ otu ka anyị na-eto gị nsọpụrụ ka anyị na-asọpụrụ gị mgbe niile ebighị ebi anyị wee na-asị gị nna ndị nsọ biko lekwana ụmụ gị bụ ndị IPOB n'ụwa niile ezinụlọ Biafra ebe ọbụla ha nọ nna nke ebere ka ngọzi gị wee chọta ha ka ị wee were anya ngọzi nke gị wee lekwasị ndị dị etu a n'ihi na ndị ino karịrị akarị lekwa ebe niile nna nke igwe ka ndị ino wee jiri ụmụ gị wee gba ha okirikiri kama na anyị mana mmeri bụ nke anyị n'ihi na Biafra bụ ihe kwere anyị na nkwa na ọ ga-abịarịrị na mgbe nke anyị nna nke igwe ọ bụ n'elu nkwa nke ikwere anyị ka anyị kpọkwasịrị okwu wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị n'abalị a wee na-asị na ọ bụ naanị gị bụ Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile ka mara gị na ebere gị ịma mma gị na ọmịiko iwe ezu ụka n'ime ndụ anyị ka i weleta ezinụlọ bụ IPOB n'ụwa niile bụ ndị gị onwe gị rụpụtara sị na ha ga-agara gị ozi na ha ga-agbasa ozi ọma nke gị nna nke igwe nke ga-eme ka alaeze gị wee si n'eluigwe wee lọta n'elu ụwa nta ka ụwa niile wee mee ha ọnụ wee si n'ezie n'ezie na ụmụ Biafra bụ ụmụ Chineke anyị wee na-eto gị wee na-aja gị ma wee na-agọzi aha nsọ gị na-asị n'ụtụtụ niile na-asọpụrụ niile ije ama niile mbuli elu niile ga-abụ nke na-anaghị ụgbọ mara mgbe niile ebe ka anyị na-arịọ gị ise the very language of heaven itself. That is the language of prayers, and we have prayed this evening, and we must continue to preach this very gospel. It is not a particularly very fine evening for me because I have a very critical announcement to make later on, but we are going to do the best we can this evening to bring this knowledge to the world over. Before we proceed, I want everybody to go to Google, those who can. Go to Google, please, and Google this very news if you want, because every news that we analyze, every issue that we bring to your attention is verified, not just verified, but carried by zoo newspapers and media in general. By zoo, I mean Nigeria, because Nigeria is not fit for human habitation. Not even animals can live there. This evening, I'm about to prove it to you. I want to showcase to the entirety of humanity the stupidity of your average Nigerian. I want to prove to the world that your Nigerian, so to speak, is lower than an animal. I want to prove it to you. That anybody you see shouting one Nigeria, our country, let's move the country forward. I want to prove tonight with facts and figures coming from Nigeria itself that that very person is lower than a dog. I want to prove to the world that Nigeria is the embodiment of the stupidity of a black man. The existence of Nigeria lends credence to the fact that black people are inferior to white people. This evening I shall prove it to you with facts and figures. As most of you may know, I am not a sentimentalist. I don't believe in all those useless sentiment. If you claim that black people are equal to white people, that God made every man equal, then you should be able to reason the way that Caucasians reason. You should be able to do the things that they have done. You should be able to should I say, build and organize your societies the way that they too have done. We have never ever done any of these things. All we do is we beg, ask for handouts. When they are killing us, we run to the white man. When we cannot feed ourselves, we run to the white man. When things are going wrong, we run to the white man. Even the zoo, everybody is waiting for Britain, Daddy Britain, to speak before we know, should I say, the importance or the inevitability of the realignment of the political structure of Nigeria itself. Everybody's waiting for the Queen to speak, waiting for Boris Johnson to speak. Black people in Africa cannot do it. Everybody's waiting for a white man. And now let me prove it to you why I say that anybody calling him or herself a Nigerian is the most idiotic idiot in the world. Google this news, please. Leah Sharibu gives birth, that's her second baby, in Boko Haram captivity. Leah Sharibu, her name is Leah, L-E-A-H, if I'm not mistaken. Her surname is Sharibu, I think S-H-U-A-I-B-I, or Sharibu as the case may be. Just Google Leah Sharibu. She's a Christian girl from the same Middle Belt. I want you to follow what I'm saying this evening very sequentially and methodically. If you don't have a pen and paper, you shouldn't be listening. I'm telling you, if you don't have a pen and paper this evening, I'm telling you the truth. You should not be listening. My contention is that as you're Googling this very name, Leah Sharibu gives birth to her second baby in Boko Haram captivity, I want you to have this thing at the back of your mind. That's Nigerians, wherever they are, they're like Leah Sharibu. Who is Leah Sharibu? She is a Christian girl from the Middle Belt. By Middle Belt, I mean where Gowon comes from. The man that rejected restructuring, the man that could have preempted everything now happening in Nigeria. That idiot, to call him an idiot is to insult the animal called idiot, because he's lower than that very idiot. His name is Yakubu Gowon. He was the one that went to Aburi to go and negotiate a new Nigeria, so to speak, in 1967. He went to that very place. Britain asked him not to agree to the terms that he had previously agreed in front of Ankara, who was then the Ghanaian head of state. He agreed as a gentleman. They call him an officer and a gentleman. But idiot, idiotically, came back to Nigeria and reneged on all the agreements he reached with Ojukwu at Aburi. And that is symptomatic of what is happening in Nigeria today. And I want people to pay very close attention to what I have to say. Leah Sharibu was abducted from her state, Yobe State, Dapchi. According to, of course, everyone knows that. There is this people, because the reason why you hear about her is because a lot of white people in America have taken up her cause. And I think that Reno Omokri and all the rest of them have been fighting to put her name out there in the limelight so that the world can understand what is happening. They call her a heroin Christian. People must pay attention. A lot of people will be very angry this evening after this very broadcast. But as you know me very well, I don't give a damn. She's a Christian. The Pope has not called for her release consistently. The Archbishop of Canterbury, these are all Christian, frontline Christian leaders all over the world. None of them have consistently called for the release of Leah Sharibu because she is a Christian. And the lives of Christians do not matter. Only the lives of Muslims. Only Muslims matter. Because, can you imagine, I want people to please ponder this for a second. Can you imagine that, say, a militant group or a group identified, let's say a group from the South, for instance. Imagine that a group operating in the South went to a school or went to one Gariki market somewhere and abducted a Muslim virgin girl who is Fulani. Took her to a camp, let's say in Olo, let's use Olo for example, and took her to a camp in Olo, held her hostage, continuously raping her until she fell pregnant. Mind you, she was a virgin. She gave birth in captivity to the first child, and now she has given birth to another child in captivity. I want you to ponder for a second. You took a Fulani girl to a forest to the bushes in Olu. Not that they don't know where this girl is. All of them, they know. The Fulani Janjaweed, they know. They took her into a forest. And they're raping this Fulani girl there every blessed day until she fell pregnant. What do you think will happen to Olu? It's just a very simple question. Because I want to bring home to people why I hate Nigeria with I despise the zoo and any idiot that calls himself a Nigerian. This evening I want to prove that your average Nigerian is the most idiotic, is the most useless thing ever to walk the face of the earth. What do you think will happen to Olu? Fulani girl. What do you think BBC will do? What do you think the US ambassador will do, or even the British High Commissioner? They will say that the entire Igbo land will be leveled. They will bomb everybody to smithereens. Or should I say, to the kingdom come? Are you following me? Imagine a Fulani virgin girl, a Muslim, being held hostage in Umuahia, a forest somewhere in Umuahia. What do you think will happen to Umuahia? What do you think Muslims will do all over the world? They will start slaughtering anybody who is not a Muslim. If you're Biafran, if you're from southern Nigeria, they will slaughter you wherever you are in the world. Now, this is why I hate Nigeria. People wonder why. I have my reasons. Because Nigerians are the most foolish, idiotic people in the world. Useless to the core. They thrive on gossip, on stupidity and silliness. They have no class, they have no shame, they have no grace. Nigeria is the most useless thing that man ever made. Do you know why this girl was taken? And it is called, I don't know, it is called comeuppance. She was taken from a region that's the person responsible for the mess that Nigeria is in today, which is Yakubu Gowon. He's from the Middle Belt. This young lady, I believe, is also from the Middle Belt. You have idiots on social media writing about Middle Belt. Middle Belt is Middle Belt that. A Middle Belt Christian in a country called Nigeria has been held hostage now for nearly 3 years. She was a virgin, a little girl. They raped her to the point whereby she fell pregnant. I don't want to talk about the girls that they raped and they had to cut out her womb only last week in Lagos. Nigerian army. I want people to understand, when you're talking about one Nigeria, I want you to understand that you are an instrument of Lucifer. Satan is using you to perpetrate and to perpetuate evil. Only somebody from the bowels of darkness can ever say that Nigeria is viable. Only if you're working directly for Satan. And that Satan will destroy all of you. Because people are evil. Evil beyond human comprehension and contemplation. I'm telling you the truth. You people are beyond evil. Every idiot, it doesn't matter your political coloration. Every animal in the zoo, it doesn't matter how you think acceptable, you think people will see you, view you, or take you. As long as you wake up in the morning and you say, I'm a Nigerian, I swear to Almighty God, may God punish you, punish your generation forever and ever, because you are evil. Only an evil person can support a country where a little girl, a virgin, was abducted from her school, held in captivity for over 3 years. Rape after rape. Now she has her second child. And you people are not even ashamed of yourselves to be reporting it. She has her second child in captivity. Very flippantly, very dismissively. You people are evil. Do you see why God condemned black people? Because you're evil. You people are evil. You are satanic. There is something satanic inside you as a black person. No wonder the white man painted the devil black. You people are wicked beyond human reasoning. Because she is not a Muslim. The stupid Pope, Roman Catholic Pope, that idiot, I don't know where he comes from, cannot talk about Leah Sharibu. But he was busy praying and campaigning for Rohingya Muslims to get justice. Those fools in Canterbury, that idiot, Archbishop of Canterbury, those fools there that you contribute your money every Sunday and send to. Leah Sharibu is a Christian. They cannot speak because Muslim interests hasn't been threatened. The whole world is there. The American ambassador is in Abuja, a woman. I don't think she has any children, because you cannot tell me that people that wield such influence, that has such clout, will keep quiet and a little girl. But they can find American soldiers who were kidnapped, or American aid workers. They can send Delta Force to release them, but you cannot send Delta Force. The US ambassador, a woman, cannot write to her government to say, we need to free this little girl. She has done nothing wrong. A very brave girl. She said, I will not renounce Christianity, my faith. Because of that, she's being raped by Muslim Islamic terrorists. And people are reporting the news as if it is just a joke. Leah Sharibu now has second child. If God does not destroy Nigeria beyond recognition, I will stop believing in God. I'm saying it tonight. What I'm saying is terrible, it is awful, but I'm telling you the truth. Nigeria is the creation of Satan for the habitation of evil people. The highest concentration of Satan, the highest concentration of the most wicked people on the face of the earth are Nigerians. They are in Nigeria. They are in Nigeria. Some of you, when your stupid BB Nigeria will come, you watch it. Sometimes when I look at these people, I say to myself, why did God even bother creating these people? God shouldn't have created black people. I think it was a waste of time. A people without conscience. You have no conscience. Nobody is saying, how about if this little girl is my daughter? Nobody is thinking, how are the parents feeling? No. So you're telling me, one Nigeria, let's work for our unity, everyday unity. It was the same one Nigeria that put Leah Sharibu where she is. Without your stupid, idiotic one Nigeria, what happened to her could not have happened to her. You ask me why, and I will tell you. Because had Nigeria been divided, or there was this kind of understanding that independent ethnic groups should coalesce to form whatever federation or nation that they like. What right does a Fulani Janjaweed from Senegambia to come all the way to Yobe State, and by the federal government of Nigeria, yes, they said it with their open mouth, they said it themselves, the guns given to them by Nigerian government to come and kidnap a Christian girl, to hold her in captivity, raping her every blessed day. Now she has given birth to a second baby. Had Nigeria not been one, do you think, it's a very simple question, do you think anybody will have any idiot or Fulani idiot can come from Mali to come to your village, to your forest, to stay in your forest, telling you what to do? You have Miet Yala, a terrorist group running the country? Simple question. I want those fools, both those who are illiterate and those that claim that they are academics, I want them to reason for once, because they are foolish. That's why they don't have no electricity. They have no good roads. They have no hospitals. They lament. They lament. All they do is they lament. Do something to get yourself out of the mess you're in. You cannot. You have a bunch of idiots with decorated fingernails every day. Three simple felony. On Arise News, one idiot or a couple of them. Three simple, everything is triple felony. How do you classify or quantify the crime against Leah Sharibu and Christianity at large in Nigeria? That is why this evening I am calling for the disbandment of Christian Association of Nigeria. It shouldn't exist. It should not exist. It has no role. It has no purpose. It has no meaning. CAN, Christian Association of Nigeria, should be abolished. And I would not have Christian Association of Nigeria hold any meeting anywhere in the East. They cannot hold, and from what we have done to Haneze, we're going to do to CAN because of this little girl, Leah Sharibu. Leah Sharibu is the personification of everything wrong with Nigeria and Christian Association of Nigeria. You can go to your churches and pray, do whatever you like in your churches, that's fine. But you cannot gather under the umbrella of Christian Association of Nigeria anywhere in the East. Try it and see what will happen to you. You people are fools. Your foolishness is beyond foolishness. You claim you're a priest, man of God. You people you are leeches, you are criminals. And God will punish all of you. You are criminals. Do you think that if you're holding a Muslim Fulani girl, a virgin, anywhere in the south, be it in Yoruba land or in Biafra land, seriously speaking, do you think the imams in the north will keep quiet? Even the imams in Niger Republic will complain. Those in Sudan will complain. You have pastors running up and down with their private jets telling you, so see the plant flower, do this, water it, all you idiots. Idiotically, you are following people who are blind and foolish. And above all, that has no conscience. No conscience whatsoever. I don't want to hear about CAN meeting anywhere in the East. That useless, idiotic Christian society, rubbish. As useless as Nigeria itself. Look at Leah Sharibu. What did she do wrong? Her only crime is to profess her faith. Britain is there. America is there. They know where they're holding her. The world cannot say this girl has suffered enough. Let's go and rescue her. Because we are living in a very evil and wicked world. Where money rules. Fulani has all the money in the world. They have stolen all the money in the zoo. That is why even more idiotic are those calling themselves Niger Deltans, one of the most foolish people ever on the face of this earth as well. That oil that belongs to all of us, our oil and gas, because of your stupidity, the Fulani took it. And you're still living in that stupidity like we getting tomorrow morning. That is where they made all their money. They can bribe Google to only put up bad news about Nnamdi Kanu or IPOB or Biafra. They go to America, they buy over the whole of Capitol Hill in America, identify corrupt US politicians and give them money. When they talk about the pain and suffering of the likes of Leah Sharibu, they say it happens everywhere. They go to Britain and the EU, they buy them over. Their war chest is now $34 billion US dollars. 34 billion that they're willing to spend. Is the world going to listen to somebody with 34 billion or somebody who has nothing? Look at Bill Gates, for instance. He can do whatever he likes and get away with it. Look at this idiot Zuckerberg, whatever they call the idiot. Look at him. They have money. They can do whatever they like. They can give you culture, a virus in a lab in Wuhan, in China, and give it to you, and still sell the vaccine to you because they have money. I'm asking you, who do you think the world will? I want all these idiots. I'm Niger Delta. I'm from South South. I want you to, in your foolishness, to understand what you're doing to yourself. All because of your bickering. I'm this, I'm separate. Fulani is taking all the oil. They can kidnap Leah Sharibu. They can get her pregnant. It's nobody's business. They buy over the whole world. Nobody will talk. They have the money. Britain will just say to them, oh, these are the guys with the money. These idiots from the north are the ones with the money, and they go to them. And that's what is happening to you today, isn't it? In the zoo. That is why Leah Sharibu is there. They're holding her. She has given birth to her second child. A world without conscience. Human race right now is just not fit for purpose. Not fit for purpose. All that people are concerned about is that let us legalize gay marriage. Let us, how can I put it? Let Islam continue to advance unchecked. That's all that concerns them. The life of this little girl that is innocent. They said it was a virgin that gave birth to Jesus. This girl was a virgin. Destroyed. Completely destroyed. And every Sunday, every Saturday, we go to temple, to the synagogue to pray. Every Sunday, we go to the church to pray. Some of you in the Islamic faith with conscience, every Friday, you go to pray. How many of you remember this girl? This girl is like you. The same way that terrorists are holding her hostage is how Fulani Caliphate is holding all of you hostage. You are like Leah Sharibu. The world can see what is happening to you as an average Nigerian. You have no hope. You have no future. Everywhere you go to, if you're a high-ranking officer in any parastatal, they remove you. They put Fulani there. They put Fulani there. All of you are looking sheepishly talking rubbish every blessed day. 2023, from Nigeria, from South, our oil, our gas, all these idiots everywhere. Fulani have done their homework. And you're dancing to their tune. You're like, every Nigerian is like Leah Sharibu. All of you, you are being held hostage. The world can see that you are no longer in control of your future. But there is nothing you can do about it. Are you telling me, tell me where else in the world that this will happen? CNN will have it on their front page every day. Ask yourself, why are the likes of CNN, CNBC, Fox News are not carrying it? Because they have taken money from Fulani. They know how to share money very well. And you're telling me that this world is fair. You're telling me, can you even imagine what the parents are going through? Some of you with children, if you have a little girl, go back to your bedroom. I'm sure some of them are sleeping. Look at that, your little girl. Imagine that somebody invades your home and takes the little girl away from you. In the next 3 years, you hear that your daughter, your 14-year-old daughter now has 2 kids. Not by high choice. How would you feel as a father and as a mother? That is how the parents of this girl is feeling this evening. Spare a thought for them. All of you shouting one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Have you seen the mess you put this girl in? Because the more you continue to talk about one Nigeria, the more the Fulani terrorists will come. They're never going to stop. Do you think they're stupid? Every head of security is them. Are you foolish? Majority of police commissioners are them. Are you daft? They control customs. They even control fire service, civil defense. Sometimes I wonder the type of school some of you went to. Are you that foolish? You were there when Onogen was removed. I didn't hear anybody shouting Niger Delta or South. He's our man. Nobody. Every person who says that he is a Nigerian, believe you me. In fact, no idiot, I have never seen anybody. When I was in the US, when I see somebody, oh, I'm from Oduduwa, I'm Yoruba. Nobody said I'm a Nigerian. Nobody, not a single soul. I travel extensively all over the world. I have never met anybody say, oh, where are you from? Say I'm a Nigerian. Never. They tell you the ethnicity, where they come from. As God intended. They are busy convening, the convener of the US Nigeria Law Group. In a country where there is no law, you have lawyers. Isn't that a shame? In a place where there is no law. Are you telling me that should CIA or MI5 or MI6 put their mind to it, they cannot tell you where Leah is? Is that what you're telling me? That you've managed to find an American hostage, but you cannot find where Leah Sharibu is. And Leah Sharibu is being held by people who come out openly to say that they own Nigeria. You even today, I'm coming to the news. Mietiala said, yes, we are the bandits. But a chief of army staff cannot go after them. Oh, no, they want to come to the south to look for Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday Igboho, and whoever they say they want to look for. And all of you read the paper like a bunch of clowns and idiots. None of you will ask yourself this question. Why don't you go after those holding Leah Sharibu? Why don't you go after them? All of you are easy. You see, I think that Nigeria has a way of turning some of you has turned all of you into both those that with Nobel Prize and those who professor. Everybody is a fool is a complete idiot in Nigeria. Complete fool in Nigeria. Look at Leah Sharibu. Can this nonsense happen elsewhere in the world? I'm asking you. Can this rubbish happen elsewhere in the world? Every Sunday you go to Catholic Church, you contribute money, you give to the Pope. You go to Anglican Church, you donate money, you give to Archbishop of Canterbury. You go, you give Methodist Church, they send it to heaven knows where. Baptist Church, God knows where they send it to. Pentecostal goes to the pocket of the idiot standing in front of you, shouting, God, Jesus, God, Jesus. Leah Sharibu, where is she? She is in captivity because of her faith. What have you done? Nothing. Has there been any protest for her? All these bishops, all these men of Satan, monk, where are they? Can do nothing. All they want is money, using the word of God to deceive the idiots and the gullible. All of you are there in the zoo answering Nigerians. I hate you people. I don't want to see you. You're a fool. You are a creation of Lugard and what's her name? Shaw. What's her name again? Flora Shaw. You are the creation of your fellow human being. I feel sorry for you people. Animals in the zoo. Zoological Republic. People without shame nor honor. Where is go on? I'm heading a prayer group. Abdul Salami Abubakar that looks like a Calibos monkey. He's busy telling you I'm a reconciliation of reconcile what? So Fulani can take my land. So you can conquer me. You do your one Nigeria. That is the only purpose that Nigeria serves. Is to head. You know, it's like, have you seen where those, they call them the shepherd dogs, where they're heading sheep into a pen or into a circle? Go and Google it. I used to watch it on BBC, on Country Life program. They train the dogs to be shepherding the sheep. Only one dog will be heading a whole sheep up to 50 until they get them into the pen and they lock it. The more you shout one Nigeria, you're like a sheep being headed by a shepherd dog. For them to kill you, you have to be in one Nigeria. For Fulani to take your land, you have to be in one Nigeria. For Fulani to destroy your future and your hope, you have to be why don't you understand it? It's like putting people into a stadium and then bombing that very place. There's, oh, come into the stadium, come in. Nigeria is like a stadium of death. They are heading you into one place to destroy you, because if there is Biafra, Fulani cannot come without visa. If there's Oduduwa, they cannot come. Have you ever wondered? Our mothers are crying in Iguacha, in Eleme. In Eleme, crying. Fulani are everywhere. And I'm asking you, if you had Biafra, people are crying in Bayelsa. Oh, we are dying. Oh, they're killing us. And this question is simple. If you had a Biafra, can Fulani be in your forest? They can never answer that question. Because most of them are Nigerians. Foolish by nature. Very foolish. You know, God gave man brain so you can reason and think. That is why a white man can sit down and devise solutions to problems. But a black man will superstitiously be hoping on one native doctor or one miracle from God from somewhere, failing to do that thing that will practicalize, or should I say, trying to practicalize the solution to his problem. Never. It's the quote here, John chapter 8, verse 19. Ignorance and superstition. Leah Sharibu is in captivity. And you have Christian Association of Nigeria doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. All that concerns is their private jet. No wonder the Janjaweed are slaughtering us at will. Slaughtering us at will. Very sad indeed. Very, very sad indeed. And as if, you know, sometimes there is some news you come across, you think it's a joke. Until you pinch yourself and you know you're not dreaming. Let me ask all of you one simple question. You idiotic Nigerians, the most hopeless, useless people on the face of this earth. Who started carrying AK-47 in Nigeria? Who are the people that started carrying AK-47 in Nigeria that are not the police or the army or navy? Who are they? Answer my question. Who are the people that started carrying AK-47 in broad daylight? If you go to YouTube and Google it, Nnamdi Kanu at Izu River. How many years ago was that? I want to ask all of you now shouting, hey, they have militia, they're forming militia. I want to ask you, who were the first people to have a militia in Nigeria? Miyetti Allah. Were they arrested? They said, if you see anybody with AK-47, shoot that person. How many Fulani terrorists have they shot since last week? Or 2 weeks ago? I feel, and I keep asking, people say I shouldn't say it, but I have to, honestly. In my next life, I cannot be a black man. I cannot come close to Africa. I'm telling you the truth. Your stupidity is second to none. Your stupidity is second to none. God is my second to none. I have never seen a bunch of more idiotic people on this earth. Today they're shouting. Because now that we have what they have, they are angry and they are shouting. And all of you are idiotically towing their line and their narrative. Because you're a Nigerian. And by nature, you're very foolish. Especially those of us from the South. Very, very foolish, aren't they? Very more than foolish. You see how the Fulanis are organizing themselves. All their governors, they are in tandem. Everybody knows their job. Their job is to conquer every ethnic nationality. That is their job. And they are singing from the same hymn sheet. All of them, from Atiku Abubakar to the last person, claiming he or she is a moderate. They know what they're doing. And all of you, as always, from the South, you're shouting, you're one Nigeria. And I'm thinking, what sort of school did some of you go to? Miyetti Allah finally accepts that their so-called headers are bandits terrorizing Nigeria. Miyetti Allah. Why did they accept? Because of the consistency you find here on this platform on Radio Biafra. Because of the consistency of the indigenous, no other person, no other group. I'm telling you, and of course they know it. Nigeria, that Nigerians, those that we are saved, the few people that we have managed to save so far, across ethnic divide, is because of this platform, Radio Biafra, and what IPOB has been doing. When we are screaming and shouting that they will take you over, you're dreaming, it cannot happen. We are in the 21st century. What is happening today? It was because IPOB punctured their plan. That is why they're incensed. That was why they came to kill me. That was why they killed 28 people in my compound. That is the reason why my parents are dead. That is the reason why my relatives, those who suffered the trauma, some of them are still dying till today. I have an announcement to make later on. Because IPOB discovered their plan and destroyed it 2 years in advance. That's why they're upset. That is why they're angry with us. That is why they say proscribed. When they write proscribed IPOB, even the Yoruba journalist in Lagos writing proscribed, the idiot knows very well that Miyetti Allah are the real terrorists in Nigeria. You know, in those days in Aba, when we see as children, we used to observe people be shouting, hey, Tifo, Onyoshi. They want to stone or kill that very person. You know, they want to mete out the kind of a mob justice against this individual. The individual will turn around and starts, I will now join the mob to be shouting, Tifo, catch him. So you don't know who is the thief anymore. That was the game, the clever game that Fulani Janjaweed played on all of you. Once you rise up to point them out for who they are, they say, no, he's Fulani, kill him. And all of you from the south, as idiotic as you always have been. Because had Azikiwe and Awolowo got their acts together, this nonsense won't be happening. The same idiocy then is now, of course, we've destroyed it. It's no longer happening. Do you understand? Are you now beginning to see why I told you that tonight's program is like no other? You know me, I don't take prisoners. I don't give a damn. I don't give a toss what you think, what you might gossip about tomorrow. That is your useless business. It's not mine. You know, I don't give a damn. I don't care. Who are the bandits terrorizing people? Yet I've been telling you from day one. Today they opened their mouth to say we are the terrorists in Nigeria. And on the same day that Mietiala is saying we are the terrorists, that same day that the army is saying we are going to the south to bomb everybody, to kill everybody. Not to bomb Mietiala or to arrest them. No. I said by their own admission, from their own mouth. I'll read it for you. It's news from the zoo. Do you see why we formed ESN? Eastern Security Network. It is because of ESN. That is why you have not been colonized. You can see what they're doing. Do you know that Yoruba people are refugees in Benin Republic? It seems some of you don't even know what is going on. Out of shame, some Yoruba people don't want to carry it. Out of shame. Because if they carry it, they will say that this is a fulfillment of the prophecy carried out by Nnamdi Kanu many years ago. I told them, you will suffer. You will suffer. You will suffer it. The same thing we suffered in Biafra, you will suffer it. Get your acts together. Do you know there are Yoruba people in Benin Republic as refugees in refugee camps? And they are busy, they are idiotic editors in Lagos writing prescribed. Whereas his relatives are in Benin Republic as refugees. Who sent them there as refugees? The same person that is telling him, oh, please call IPOB prescribed. The same idiot telling him to, and he write it, is the same person responsible for sending his family on should I say, into refugee camp in Benin Republic. But the editor of maybe Punch or all these idiotic papers in the West, they went to school. They're intellectuals. You know, the version of intellectualism in Nigeria, sometimes I wonder, seriously, I'm perplexed. You're a journalist and you went to school. And you're an intellectual, yes? Somebody from Abuja, Fulani Janjawood, will call you and say, I saw your report yesterday. You did not say that Nnamdi Kanu is a fugitive, that IPOB is prescribed. Why? You say, okay, sir, all correct, sir. Fulani will rule forever, sir. Yeah, no problem. Okay, your money is on the way. You get a lot soon. A lot of 4,600 naira. And then that same phone you're using to answer a call from a Janjaweed from Abuja, you get a call from your village to tell you that your mother has been killed, your uncle killed. Your relatives have now fled to Benin Republic as refugees. And you're an editor in Lagos, Punch newspaper, writing prescribed. Whereas the same people have now proscribed your village. And you are now in Benin Republic. Who is the fool? I feel sorry for these people. 4,600 naira a lot. How can't you see? I called them proscribed yesterday. Can't you see? I said that Nnamdi Kanu is a fugitive. Didn't you see me? Fulani is just playing ping pong with her. You people are fools beyond fools. I'm telling you the truth. People are idiotic. Idiotic beyond idiocy. Useless Nigerians. Animals thinking that, assuming they're human, you people are not human beings. You can't reason very well. No bunch of human beings can reason the way you do. Nobody challenge you, nobody on this earth. Embodiment of stupidity. Let me tell you the news in Nigeria. You know, if you're dreaming and you hear this type of news, you say, yeah, it's a dream. I shouldn't be bothered. But it's reality. The fourth largest and most deadly, in fact, now number 3 in the world, Fulani terrorists. They are the people that started bearing AK-47 in open broad daylight with the help of the army and the police. Now, ask yourself this question. A Fulani pastoralists, as they call themselves. Who gave you the gun you're carrying? You know, Nigerians are very foolish. They ask simple questions that they cannot ask. This gun you're carrying, you've been carrying this gun since the year 2013. Who gave it to you? You claim you don't have money. Even if you sell one cattle for 150,000 naira, where did you buy this gun from? That is the simple questions that Nigerians are not able to ask themselves. Now you understand it? Do you see why they want us killed? Do you see why they want me dead? Do you see why they demonized IPOB and Biafrans? This is the truth they don't want you to hear. It's a simple question I'm asking the Chief of Army Staff, Chief of Naval Staff, Chief of Air Force, Chief of Asorok, Chief of Gombe, all these idiots. I'm asking you, where did an ordinary poverty-stricken Fulani pastoralist get AK-47 from? A very uncomfortable question. By the time, even if you begin to ponder this question over and over, by the time you begin to provide answers, it leads back to Fulani government in Asorok. Fulani soldiers commanding a 32 battalion artillery. It goes back to Fulani police commissioner. They're all in it together. All in it together, all of them. One accord, they know what they're doing. You see, intellectual, now talking rubbish. Speaking grammar, they don't understand. Whereas Fulani is in their forest. I warned my Yoruba brethren, stop supporting Fulani. They said, no, you're a rabble rouser. You're hitting up the polity. You're a rebel. You are the action is treasonous. Grammar, treasonous. But now there are Yoruba people in Benin Republic as refugees. Who gave them this new refugee status? Is it IPOB? Or is it the same people that IPOB has been warning you over the years about? Now, who is the fool? Who is the idiot in the house? These are the things that Nigerians don't sit down for 1 second to ponder. Just think about it for a minute. Who sent Yoruba people to Benin Republic as refugees? Who? Those people are the real terrorists, isn't it? Let me read it for you. The umbrella body of headsmen in Nigeria, the Miyetti Allah, Kotal, Hore, whatever that means, or horror, I should say, says headers are facing so many challenges from hostile host communities, including vigilante groups and other criminal elements who rustle cows in the country. Now listen. The group said some displaced herders in the country who were dispossessed of their cows end up becoming bandits. You see how that's going to justify it? You know the way that Britain tried to justify the slaughter of 5 million Biafrans. The one idiot the other day, is it Doyin Okupe, one fool like that, made the same mistake of saying what Britain had in store for us. Because you killed Sadwana of Sokoto, they said. Who killed Sadwana of Sokoto? His name is Chukwumanzogu. And where is he from? He's from Panama. In a place you call Delta State. In a place you say is not Southeast, it's not Igbo. They are Deltans. Look at how they are playing. I told you they are playing ping pong with your brain. Somebody you claim is not Igbo killed Sadwana of Sokoto. You said Igbos killed him because of that. Let us kill Igbo people. When I go to Panama and I say, Panama people are my people, you say, no, they're not. They're Delta. Don't come here, they're Niger Delta. But the person you claim is responsible for the punishment that you're now giving out to all Igbo people, all Biafran people, by extension, he's not an Igbo man, according to you. You said Nsogu is from Delta. He's not, he's the Niger Delta. As useless Wike is. And now you are killing Igbo people because of a Niger Delta person. Yet they're not supposed to be together. And we accept all. Zoo. God have mercy. I'm just trying to point out how foolish a Nigerian is. That's what I'm trying to do.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans. We have taken a different dimension today because of series of attacks that we are getting. We decided to adopt a different method. So I welcome everyone that has joined us, those who have been patient with him and watching. This time, I think we are going to focus more on the messages of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as you all know. In order to overcome the kind of distraction we are seeing today, we have to go back to the root. We have to focus more on the core messages and reasons why we are fighting for Biafra. And that is why I have gone back that very long message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and more is still yet to come. More is in line to come. You are going to be seeing this kind of program from time to time. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu message is going to be out there. We are going to be revisiting it. Also, the messages of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Some of those messages that are going to take us back to the foundation why we are doing what we are doing. It's like some of us are forgetting the reason. Many people are putting their life on the line. So many of us have forgotten the reason. People are risking everything to come online and speak and add their voice. So many of us are forgetting. Sorry. So we have to begin to revisit certain things. We have to start visiting some kind of things to make sure that we pass these informations and we get it to where it needs to be. So many things are going on, so many confusions, obstructions, right, left, and center. So many attacks against the Biafran agitators, those who are speaking on various platforms, airing their views. And because of that, we will continue to build this word of encouragement to encourage everyone to hang on. Do not give up. Do not give up. We have a very important issue to deal with. We have a very important issue to deal with. And every one of us, we must not forget where we are coming from or where we are going. A lot of things are happening, and we will continue to go in and fight this battle to the best way we can. Do not allow the enemies to distract you, although they are going to try the best way they can. But I thank you, even in as much as we are having distraction within us, the people of the world are listening and they are hearing. Voices are adding to our voice. There are still some people who care about our plight, and they are also joining us to speak out. There are people who are concerned about our plight. It is not just about us. We are not forgotten. You know, sometimes it will seem as if we are forgotten. Sometimes it will almost be as if the world, nobody cares about us. But I believe that one day something is going to change and we're going to begin to hear a different tone. My fellow Biafrans that are watching wherever you are watching from, I welcome every one of you. We must continue to fight this battle, not against each other, not against anybody, but against the enemies and their tools they are using against us. Against those who have volunteered themselves to keep us stagnant. Against those who have said we will not know peace. They will not know peace either. The more we are talking, don't think people are not here. They are hearing. And if what we are doing is not having effect, they're not going to attack us. They will not be attacking us. But because they know the effect of what we are doing, the message we are preaching, That is why they have unleashed different kinds of attack upon us, even in our platforms. You can see today, for more than 1 hour, we cannot get up to 50 people in a platform that has almost 25,000 subscribers. A platform that has almost 25,000 subscribers, and yet, for more than 1 hour, you can't see people watching. It is not ordinary. It is an orchestrated attack to demoralize us and to make us stop. But I have said it, I will never stop. And I don't want you to stop. Don't discourage yourself. Even if they don't send you the notification, on your own time, you can come on and check and hear the message. You can equally share on your platform and join others also. The Biafran message must be preached. The Biafran message must be preached. We are not instigating violence. We are not preaching hate. All we are asking is that humanity should be respected. The rule of law should be respected. That everybody should be free to express him or herself the best way they deem fit. That is all we ask, nothing more. We are demanding that everyone should have an equal right, the chance to grow in their own space at their own speed. That is all we're asking for, nothing more. And I thank Chukwu Okike that not just we talking, some other people are also helping adding their voice. So I want to read this piece that I saw that was posted. It is a very important one, and I would like us to listen to this very piece that was written by one of the platforms that is really doing a wonderful work in this propagation of the gospel of Biafra. That is a platform that belongs to Dr. Mazanga, African World Media TV. They are doing a very great job when it comes to making sure that the world hears our voice. And I want to read this press statement that was issued. This press statement is very important, and press statement issued by a Pan-African forum. It is very important because the world is watching, more especially on Twitter. And I want to read the press statement for you to understand that the world cannot pretend anymore. They can't say they're not seeing what is happening in the zoo. They are seeing it, and we are forcing them to speak. And it's going to get to a time when they will have no choice but to speak. Other voices, not just the voice of the Biafrans, other independent voices are also talking. And here is the press statement that was released. It says, this press statement was released about a few minutes ago. It was released today, to be precise, the 7th of August, 2025. It says, press statement for immediate release, date August 7, 2025. Rearrange Nigeria or risk full-scale war. President at official bat, Tinubu. Rearrange Nigeria or risk full-scale war. Nigerian diplomatic paralysis is a continental crisis. Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, the Pan-African Forum Limited, an associate express, gave concern over the continued collapse of Nigerian diplomatic representation. For 2 years, Nigeria has no substantive ambassador or high commission, following the mass recall of 109 envoys by President Official Ahmed Tinubu, with no replacement appointed to date. You can imagine. You can imagine. 109 people were recalled from this kind of a very strong body. High Commission. Ambassadors were recalled. For 2 years, Nigeria has no substantial ambassador or high commissioner, following the mass recall of 109 envoys by President Tinubu, with no replacement appointed up till date. This statement was issued today. This statement was issued today. So when we are saying that Nigeria has ended, some of you think it is just it is not a propaganda. There are facts backing the what we are saying. There are facts to back what we are saying, that Nigeria is a failed state and has failed completely. You can imagine. You can imagine. Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, the Pan-African Forum Limited Associate expresses grave concern over the continued collapse of Nigeria diplomatic representation. The collapse of Nigeria diplomatic representation, it is not ordinary. It is not ordinary. It is, Nigeria is a failed state and can no longer be represented in any place. They are calling them, after mass recall of 109 envoys by President Tinubu, with no replacement appointed up to date for the past 2 years. This represents a catastrophic failure in foreign policy, diplomacy, and national governance. The absence of ambassadors has rendered Nigeria embassies functionally mute, with acting diplomats lacking both political authorities and strategic leverage. When we come and tell you that the zoo has ended, you wouldn't understand. When Mazen Nande cannot tell you that the zoo is gone, Mazen Samuel will say the zoo is gone and cannot recover. Some of you think because you are hearing Tinubu in Asorok and they still existing. Internationally, they are nowhere. They are nowhere. Recalling 109 diplomats in a single stroke was sweeping, but failing to replace them for 2 years shows either a total breakdown of state processes or a deliberate hollowing out of Nigeria international presence. This is not leadership. This is abdication. Of course, how can it be leadership? The person they have in Asorok was not even elected, by the way. A drug baron that had been convicted for crime in foreign countries. How can he effectively run the country? He's even afraid putting people to go and stand and represent. What are you going to represent? What are you going to represent? For some of us who think, when we say that Biafra has come, you think it's just a mere word. Nigeria is gone and gone for good and it's not recovering again. Never. Will never. In the statement, they say, this is not leadership. This is abdication. It is sad for those who still say there is Nigeria. Nigeria has collapsed. They made it clear. Nigeria has collapsed. Its foreign policy has flatlined. Its embassies are empty. Its people abroad are unrepresented. This is not the Africa we are fighting for. This is a betrayal of African dignity and global role. When we say that Nigeria is the failure of Africa, you don't listen. When we say that if you want to make Africa stand, you must disintegrate Nigeria, you don't listen. From this statement, you now begin to understand better. And we, the Biafrans, have already provided a solution, a remedy. Biafra is the only remedy. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, whether you love us or you hate us, it cannot change anything. Your hatred for Biafra cannot change anything. Nigeria's silence has damaged Africa's credibility in international diplomacy. Are you hearing that? Nigeria's silence has damaged African credibility in international diplomacy. From ECOWAS, the African Union, to multilateral forums such as the United Nations, COP summits, and continental peace effort. Are you now seeing the damage the zoo have done to Africa itself? And when we are talking about Biafra as a remedy, some people think it's just a joke, or you think we are saying it out of envy or jealousy. From every indication diplomatically, in as much as people are not paying attention, Nigeria is gone. Internationally, they are nowhere. They are nowhere. Your politicians are just busy there, keeping you busy, making you feel as if you have a state, you have a Asorok, you have this, sharing the resources within themselves. A failed state that cannot be governed. That is why there is no rule of law. Anybody can wake up and say it. That is why you see the one called Wike playing in Abuja with nobody to control. That is why Tinubu can do it. That is why they can postpone the case of Mazen Nandekana 1,000 times and nobody will hold them accountable. Because they have exited many important places where they're supposed to. Remember, the United Nations told them to release Mazen Nandekana. A body in United Nations gave them 6 months to release Mazen Nandekana. That 6 months expired. They never responded, didn't do anything. Up to today, they are dragging Mazen Nandekana. Amnesty International have weighed in. Many bodies in the world have told them, let this man go. Just of recent, Mazen Nandekana won his case in Kenya, but they continue to hold him. When we say Nigeria is a failed state, you don't understand. Nigerian silence has damaged African credibility in international diplomacy, from ECOWAS and the African Union to multilateral forums such as the United Nations, COP Summit, Continental Peace Effort. These are where Nigeria has damaged the reputation of Africa in general. So when you see Biafrans coming online to talk, we are trying to save Africa from shame. In Biafra, Africa died. And in Biafra, Africa will resurrect. For those of you who are talking about Pan-Africa this and Pan-Africa that, we have to start from where the water spoiled. The water got spoiled from the Zoological Republic. That was the point where they rumpled the water. That zoo must be disintegrated and people go their separate ways. Only then and then, Africa will now focus on the recovery process. This dangerous vacuum enables foreign interference, weaken the regional security architecture, and undermine African claim to global seriousness. Of course, they can't be serious. How can anybody take you serious? How? How can Nigeria be in the front line in AU or whatever they call them, and you think people will take you serious? We kind of things they are running. What we are witnessing is not mismanagement. It is the institutional decay of a state that once led West Africa. There is no remedy. It is gone. It is gone. That is it. We therefore issue this public call to the government of Nigeria, immediately restore diplomatic normalcy by appointing and deploying substantive ambassadors and high commissioners. It's not going to happen. Even if they do, it is gone. This is just I don't know what to call it. To ECOWAS and African Union, place Nigeria diplomatic absence on the agenda of the next summit and hold Abuja accountable. To African civil society and diaspora community, speak out and demand that Nigeria uphold its duty to Africa and to its citizens abroad. That will not happen. Call for the disintegration of the zoo. That is the only solution. No need beating about the bush. All the things they are writing doesn't make sense because it's not going to work. Nigeria is gone and gone. It cannot be recovered again. Nigeria must be rearranged politically, diplomatically, and institutionally, or it will collapse into full-scale war, destabilize West Africa. This is not a warning. It is already happening. You know it is already happening, and we present a remedy. Instead of you to go into the remedy, you are still busy dancing from one side to the other. And that is the problem. People cannot go straight to the point and pursue things. Nigeria rearrangement that is being placed here is the only solution. And that rearrangement is allowing people to go their separate ways peacefully. The Southwest could be on their own. The Harewa be on their own. The Middle Beltans be on their own, and the Biafrans on their own. This is the only solution. And when I see this kind of reports and press statements, the only thing it shows me is that people are watching and they are seeing what is happening. When I see this kind of statement, my joy is that our voice is not silenced. That all this noise we are making every day online is having effect. And it encourages us to do more and continue to speak, no matter how difficult it is. No matter how they try to stop us, there are still people out there who listens and hear what we are doing and what we are saying, and we will never stop. We will never stop. Just like Mazin Nandekano said in the message I just preached, you saw the way he described the zoo. That description fits them. That is why no sensible person will associate himself with them. A failed state that can never, ever, anybody that is talking about recovery, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It is only going to get worse. It will get worse, worse, and worse. Sometimes, when we talk about the situation of Nigeria, people will think maybe we cook up story, and we just come online and say something because we are angry, because we are grieved. It is not just that. Every single thing we say has information to back it up. There are facts to back up every single thing we say. We don't just say it to make people happy. We don't just say it to make people angry. We say it because they are truth. The contraption called Nigeria has not done us any good. It has only brought evil and condemnation to us. It has only brought destruction to us. It has only brought obstruction and hindrances to us. And wherever you are as a Biafran, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okike to continue to stand strong, never give up. No matter what happens, no matter how difficult it is, as I always say, sometimes when you look, you might see several reasons why you should stop talking about Biafra. Sometimes when you look at things that happen around you, you ask yourself, why are you doing what you're doing? The only thing that we encourage you to go ahead and do what you are doing is when you really find out the reason you are doing what you are doing. You know you're not doing it for anybody. It is because of your own life. When you see that it is to save life, there's nothing somebody will say that will draw you back. The more they try to stop you, you will continue to move forward. Very sad. The evil that is happening in Nigeria is unimaginable. And we cannot continue to pretend that these things are not happening. The whole world can continue to be silent and pretend, for we, the Biafrans, we have had enough. And we are at a time when we have to fight for ourselves. Nobody is going to do it for us. Nobody. If you think that somebody is going to come there, a Messiah is going to come there to save you, you must be joking. We must prepare to save ourselves. Chukwu Okike have given us that grace and opportunity to stand up, speak up for ourselves, and do what we have to do when we have to do it. If you're expecting anything more than that, I bet you are wasting your time. The ball is in our court. He has already given us what we requested for. He has already given us what we asked for. It is left for us to make it a reality. If we decide not to make it a reality and we pray for years, for decades, nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change. The only thing that is needed now is for us to begin to take actions. We need to begin to take action. We need to begin to do what we have to do. And it lies on every one of us. It's in our hands. Nobody can do it for us. Only you and I can fight this battle and fight it for ourselves. Nobody will be there to help us and fight it. The contraption called Nigeria does not mean well for us. That is why they don't care about terrorism in Nigeria. As we speak, people are still being kidnapped. As we speak, the terrorists are still coming in mass, taking over villages, taking positions in Nigeria. It's just a question of time. It's just a question of time. And they will run over everywhere. That is why we don't want that to happen while we are still in the ship. That is why we have walked out of that ship. That is why declaration has been made so that we can create that demarcation and protect and defend our land. Because only Biafra can give us the security and safety that we deserve. Nothing can give us security and safety except Biafra. Nothing. There is nothing that can give us the security and safety that we deserve except Biafra. So my fellow Biafrans, wherever you are, you must tighten up your belt. It's not going to be easy, and it is not yet over. We will continue to listen and we continue to follow up until when we get to our destination, which I believe we surely get there, no matter how difficult it is. No matter how difficult it is. As long as we remain consistent in the pursuit, just like Mazin Nandikan and Mazin Simon Eber, they are going to join us and we will overcome this very battle very soon. Let us hear more from our Supreme Leader Mazin Nandikan as we proceed.
The most idiotic thing on the face of this earth. Somebody's from you claim he's Delta, he's a Niger. Don't come here. We are Niger Delta, so don't come here. But during the Kupa is saying that Igbos are suffering because they killed Sadwana. And who killed Sadwana? Chukwumanzogo. From where? From Niger Delta. And you're telling me that we are okay. No, seriously, no. Jokes about are we normal? People that listen this way, are we okay? He's not an Igbo man. But when you want to kill Igbo, he becomes an Igbo man. He said that the bandits terrorizing you, those that took Leah Sharibu, because everybody's now doing everything under Boko Haram, which of course is a lie. It's not Boko Haram. These are Fulani bandits sponsored by Fulani governors and politicians. And when you want to talk, they say, look, our unity is in danger. Go to our unity. You know, when you want to, in those days when we're very small, if you want to, let's say you're there, because people wonder why we say everybody's our brother and why we have this camaraderie in us. Because as children, our parents, so to speak, or guardians will put a sauce in one pot. We eat from one plate. All of us, from one. People think it's a sign of poverty. No. It is bonding beyond bonding. You know, when let's say there are 4 of you eating this oha soup, or bitter leaf, or vegetable soup, and the meat, as you're eating, you know, I never knew the fingers can be so sensitive. As you're eating, the middle long finger is checking where there's obstacle. Any obstacle is either fish or meat. You know that for sure. Let's say you check it and it's only 2, and there are 4 of you, and you want to eat the meat. Everybody who grew up in the village will identify what I'm telling you now. You tell them, oh, can you see that cockroach on the wall? As they all look towards the wall, you take the meat and put it in your mouth. You reduce the number of the meat or the piece of meat in the pot to 1, from 2 to 1. You quickly chew it and you swallow it. The reason why you were able to do that was because you distracted their attention by pointing them to something that caught their interest. And as they looked towards that very place, you now managed to take the meat. And you saw every boy in the village acts now. All over the world, they know what I'm telling you. They know it. Now, let me tell you how it happens. Because I want to tell you how stupid Nigerians are. That's what I'm doing, no, nothing more. Do you know how foolish Nigerians are? Fulani brought AK-47 into Nigeria, gave it to their bandits. Here it is, Fulani opened their mouth to say, those who are doing banditry are Fulani cattle raiders. Understand this very clearly. Now, in order to stop us from getting together to challenge them, anything you do becomes treasonable felony. That is the trick. It's a very clever trick. So anything, Nigeria is breaking all our unity, our founding fathers, they keep pointing you to unity of Nigeria, and being the idiots that you are, as you're looking at unity of Nigeria, they are busy in your forest kidnapping, raping, pillaging, destroying. It's a very simple. It's a very simple trick. They occupy you with that thing as American ambassador came with her diversity in diversity rubbish. There is strength in diversity. We are telling you that Leah Sharibu is in captivity. Second child now. We are telling that Fulani is in my forest. They're telling me about unity in diversity. In another story. Fulani, they are raping my mothers in Eleme. They are killing them. We are an idiot is who claims he's not Igbo, he's a Niger Delta. One idiot serving Fulani. Are you listening? Our mothers are being raped. Our land is being destroyed. Invaders, they claim from Futajalo, invaders from Mali are in my village, raping and killing our women. When I rise up to challenge them, you tell me, remember the unity of Nigeria, one Nigeria, nobody should, you're hitting up the polity. Hey. And some of you bought into that nonsense. Because you're foolish. As a Nigerian, you're an idiot. You have no brain. I challenge you to an open debate. Come, I travel all over the world. Come out and debate me. Shoyinka never uttered a word against Fulani bandits until their cattle ate his cabbage and carrot. Until they ate his cabbage and carrot in his farm. Now he started speaking up. Typical black people. That is the way we are. Typical, very typical. But we are changing that mindset and mentality. That is our job. And we're going to, the time now is 3 minutes past 8 p.m. in the land of Biafra. That's how you know we are live. Anywhere you are, if you look at your timepiece right now, it is 3 minutes past the top of the hour. Imagine if they had succeeded in killing me. Can you imagine that? How will this gospel be preached? That is why I owe my life to Elohim and to gallant men of the volunteer command of IPOB. They said I have to leave because you have to preach this gospel that the world may hear it. If not, by now I'll be a dead man. And all of you in Nigeria, being as idiotic and useless as you are, by now you would have forgotten. You people is the principal reason why I believe that black people are mentally defective. We are not sound mentally. You may cry and curse and complain. In the next 6 months, you come back and tell me, oh, but you're right, oh. Nigeria is the reason why I believe that the black race is cursed. Because the bundle of stupidity in the brain of somebody who calls him or herself a Nigerian is enough to convince me that black people are useless. Children are listening, and I want parents are going to answer difficult questions tonight after this program. Your children will ask you, but daddy or mommy, what are you doing? What did this little girl do that is being held in captivity now for nearly 3 years? What's her crime? What will you tell your child? It's the crime of Leah Sharibu. What did she do wrong? What crime did Leah Sharibu commit? Her only crime is to be born a Nigerian. That's her only crime in life. And those responsible for her plight are the ones telling you, don't break Nigeria, because they know if you break Nigeria, Fulani will have no hold over you. Do you understand? It's a simple trick. Fulani understands. Britain, that is working for Fulani, they understand. Once Nigeria breaks, a Fulani man cannot come from Timbuktu to Izombe forest. It's not possible. How? These are the things we've been trying to get you to understand for years, for very many years. But your idiocy and your natural black stupidity will not allow you to. Some of you will be upset tonight. You know me now. Do I give a toss? Does it bother me? You can, and maybe tomorrow you gossip, or cause one be. You can never be me. Not now. Not even in your next life. Ugo Jr. If you don't know, let me tell you. The terrorists. They said it. And the Southeast. We support any policy by the government that seeks to stop the clashes because we have said enough is enough. That was why we formed ESN. Enough is enough. We're not going to have it. Now they are saying we will abide by any law. And we are saying it is too late. I don't want to see Fulani moving cattle around. No. They will be chased and they will be destroyed. It's an order. I'm saying it. Copy me and send me to the whole world. I don't care. Anywhere, my order to ESN is this. Anywhere you see Fulani in the open grazing their cattle, destroy them. One Nigeria, yes? So that is the gift of one Nigeria. The only thing we now gained from one Nigeria is our Yoruba brethren in the Republic as refugees. They are now occupying our forests. Because what we did by the actions of IPOB, what we did was to get them to act 2 years before they plan to strike. 2 years. What they wanted to do is in 2022 they would rise up and destroy everywhere. BBC will not carry it. CNN will not carry it. America will just say it's about multiculturalism. They need to live together. And our land is gone. Our identity is gone. After all, Nigeria is seen as an Islamic state. A whole terrorist coming out to say we are the bandits. These are the same people that Asorok, the so-called presidency of Nigeria, said that they are legitimate stakeholders in the governance of Nigeria. Go and Google it. Mietiala is a legitimate stakeholder in Nigeria. Go and Google it by Garuba Shehu. I don't know if it's the acting Buhari now. I don't know. All of you are Nigeria. We Nigerians. This is our polity. We Nigerians. We are Nigerians. Iberibe. Stupidity on top of stupidity. Terrorists are the ones ruling you. They are the ones who shout, treasonable felony. Now tell me, what is more treasonous than bandits? What is more treasonable than what Fulani did to Leah Sharibu? Please explain to somebody. Please explain to me. What is more treasonable or treasonous? As the love to treasonous. It's treasonable. Do you know what it is? It's treasonable, Fulani. It's treasonable, idiots. I never went to school. This UG, I feel sorry for you people. Black. Tofiakwa. People who cannot reason very well. A terrorist group came out in the open. We are the rulers of Nigeria. Terrorist group, terror. They travel with a motorcade. We shall deal with them in the land of the rising sun. We have started, we're not going to stop. We will sacrifice everything sacrificable. We are about to teach them a new dimension of madness they have never seen before. If they bring this war to us, I told you people many years ago, and I'm repeating tonight, for every one suicide bomber you have in Boko Haram, I'll give you 10 in Biafra land when the time comes. Fulani cannot take our land, not while I'm alive, it cannot happen. God is my witness. Fulani cannot take 1 inch of Biafra land or send us into exile, it can never happen. Terrorists are in charge of your lives, and you're busy speaking grammar. They're tracing us because on television. They like a retired prostitute with her finger painted on Arise TV talking rubbish. Tracing evil. Is that not true? Jesus. There are idiots everywhere. We will kill all non-state actors in the forest, says Chief of Defense Staff, Major General Lucky Irabo. He will kill all non-state actors. But you have not killed Boko Haram. This is, sometimes, are you sure it's not the pepper, the amount of pepper we put in soup back home that is making us this foolish? It could be the pepper, because other people that don't eat that much pepper, they're not as foolish as this. We eat pepper soup, we'll be sweating, and we'll still be eating it. Maybe that pepper is going to our brain to scatter it. This idiot is Major General Lucky Irabo. He is the Chief of Defense Staff. He has not defeated Boko Haram in tiny Sambisa forest, who will kill all non-state actors in the forest. But ordinary Sambisa, you cannot take Sambisa. Say, if you make this statement, we will all be shaking. Hey, they're about to come. We are asking them to come. Come now. We are waiting. Come and take our forest. Let's see. For your Fulani masters. This idiot is married to a Fulani Janjaweed. This fool, Lucky Rabo. He's from Niger Delta. Any day they sack him now, they say he's an Igbo man. Oh dear. I have seen enough stupidity in Nigerians that I don't think that no wonder the rest of the world is doing very well. God packed the whole foolishness in the brains of people that call themselves Nigerians. Wild beasts, animals everywhere. Chief of Defense Staff who will kill all non-state actors in the forest. In a country that it claims they're not at war, where they have the law court. So there is no, what it's telling you is that Nigeria has no laws now. Imagine an American general, Chief of Defense Staff in America coming out and saying, we will kill everybody in the forest in America. They will tie the idiot and put him in a mental home and say, you're not well. But this one is Chief of Defense Staff. Because he was around. Chief of Defense Staff. I will kill everybody. But ordinary Sambisa, you cannot take Sambisa. Ordinary Sambisa forest, you can't take it. Sambisa held by a ragtag band of illiterate Islamic terrorists. They want to come and take over. Is it that there's one stupid fake video I'm seeing that said they have brought plane? Maybe you can be up now. You drop your bomb and you fly away. Come down on foot. KKU. You people not crying. Stupid sort of idiots. He said it's a Lucky Rabo. The military has completed arrangements to neutralize non-state actors and other agents of violence in the country. Look at this idiot. Sambisa, ordinary Sambisa forest, Sambisa forest, you cannot take it. It is the whole of Nigeria you take. These people are jokers. So when they say it, we'll be afraid, we'll be shaking. Oh, they're coming, they're coming to do. Come now. Come. They will bury you there. You think that now is like before. You talk all this nonsense and people will be panicking. They have not seen war. We have seen war. There was war. In my compound, there was war. I have seen it. And when the time comes, I will release a videotape of when they were shooting at me at Obakala Junction, Nigerian Army. Chiko Kabema said I will not die, and I didn't. Well, at the right time, I released the video. We will kill on non-state actors. But Boko Haram is busy sacking your barracks in the north, in the Sharia Janjaweed north. You cannot stop Boko Haram from sacking your barracks. You have not taken Sambisa forest, but you're making a bold claim. Who neutralize? Come and neutralize now. As you're leaving the barracks, People are taking it over. Come out now and neutralize. Let's see. You people come into all looking like like a vulture soaked with rainwater, hiding. Some of you read the reports on Sunday. What did they tell you? ESN is active everywhere on the ground in our land. Even today, Sahara reporters that loves writing about Southeast. Today they said that ESN is also in the South, you know. We're everywhere. If your village is under siege, we are coming. I assure you we are coming. And our people are responding very well. They have woken up at last in America. As I told them that they will. I cursed them in America for eating too much hamburger and drinking so much soda. And I said, after saying what I said, you people will still fund the defense of our land. And now they are doing it. They will fund it. All of it, you will fund it. We'll defend our land. You want me to leave my land to Fulani to take over? Is that what you seriously? Is that what you think? Whilst I'm alive? That's rubbish now. It can never happen. This general, I don't know, his name is a rabble. I want to tell him something. I want people to understand very carefully. That is why I say all the time, when you're coming to listen to us, bring a pen and a paper. What I told the Zoo army will happen to them is now happening in Niger. What happened in Niger, I will tell you, is a very simple story. The Niger government, because Nigeria has never won any war on its own before, not even a battle. Nigerian government went to Niger Republic and Chad and Cameroon begging them to give them soldiers to fight Boko Haram around Sambisa Forest. Niger Republic stupidly agreed and sent their troops south. As they sent their troops south, bandits of Fulani went now and they took over their land. The same thing is, our people should not panic. There is a method in our madness. I said we will draw them to the east. This army of the few Janjaweed left, they will march to the south. And as they are marching to the south, they will leave a vacuum in the north. The terrorists will take over. And the north will no longer be habitable for the next 92 years. You doubt me? Go to Syria and to Yemen. Go to Somalia. That's what's going to happen. You call them bandits, but we know they're terrorists. So as they move the Zoo army into our land, their flank at the back will be open. I don't want to bore you with military terminologies now this evening. Before they'll start saying, when did he go to military school? When did he go to military school? But their army, because they're very foolish, they're falling, they're Janjaweed, they're very hopeless, they will come down south. They will come. And when they come, they open their back to terrorists from the north. And I have never seen, this idiot is talking about bombing every forest, which is impossible militarily. Any army, anywhere, no matter how powerful you are, if you're on a battlefield, you only face one direction. If you're fighting an enemy at the front and another one at the back, you're finished. But he claimed he's a general. He went to Sandhurst, he went to Moms, all these stupid places he claimed. They always claim they went to. This is a general talking like a kindergarten fool, like somebody who never actually been into a classroom before. You're a military man. You want to move your army down south. When you have a formidable Boko Haram at your back, you're coming to meet us in the east. You are coming. You will see us. Of course you will see us. You meet resistance in the west. And you are in the middle. Boko Haram is chasing you from the north, from your rear flank. We are chasing you from the east. Oduduwa is chasing you from the west. And you claim you are an army that you will survive. And you're a general. Oh dear. I know that Nigerians are stupid, but your generals are even more stupid. You can drop bomb from air, that is true. But also as a general, you know you must commit troops on the ground to win any war. You can drop as much bombs as you like from the air. You must come down. You must place boots on the ground. That's why we're waiting for you. And you lie on your knee. Come, we are waiting. I said before that people think I'm just fighting for Biafra, no? The strategy we're deploying is very simple. At the end of the day, there will be no Nigeria. The name Nigeria will be erased from history books. Let their army come. Some idiots who don't understand are thinking, we cannot fight a guerrilla war in the terrain we don't know. These fools who are saying we should be offensive all the time now, we should attack them in the north. No, of course not. They will come to our land. We know the terrain. Had our eternal leader allowed Timothy Onwatuegu to take the second army of Biafra, the buff, into the bushes, by now Biafra will be free. To sack a government is very easy. You can come and run away from the office. But to win a guerrilla war is almost impossible. Impossible. It's impossible to win. Ask Americans in Vietnam and they will tell you. And as the French diplomat said during the war in 1968, a white man said, I have never seen a more braver army than the army of Biafra. The French deputy ambassador. Go and ask, Google it. Before I came here, I was told that Biafrans fight like warriors. But having been to Biafra, I can tell you that warriors fight like Biafrans. As Nixon said, had you people stayed on for 6 more months, America would have come in. But everything is for the will of God to prevail in our lives. But our time has come. If we miss this opportunity, as a race, we are finished. Remember when I told you that they will come? None of you believed me. Or most of you did, of course. IPOB, this very wonderful family did. I said they will come. If we do not rise up now to kill Nigeria, Nigeria will kill everybody. That is why I commend what the Duduwa agitators are doing. It's the Middle Belt. They've been ravaged now. They have been ravaged. I don't know what God wants to do with Middle Belt. Maybe he wants to destroy them completely. I have no idea. The time is also now for them to rise up and join the moving train. Look at Niger Republic, so don't panic. When they write all this nonsense, we are coming to bring this stupid army. Bring it down, let us see. Don't you bleed as well? Don't you bleed? I'm asking them. You will die. Niger Republic made the mistake of coming to the Lake Chad region to come and fight alongside Nigerian troops against Boko Haram, which they cannot even defeat. They left their back open and bandits moved in because nature abhors vacuum. That is why every sensible person must invite them to come. Let them come. There will be no more Fulani. You see the Sultan, it's the same bandits that will kill him. Sultan of Sokoto, bandits will kill the idiots. They think they are smart. We are live and direct. The time now is 24 minutes past the top of the hour, regardless of where you are. We are preaching the gospel of heaven, that the truth may prevail. I asked you a simple question from the beginning. Do you see what is happening to Leah Sharibu, a Christian virgin girl from the Middle Belt, taken by terrorists, Fulani terrorists, impregnated, now twice? Let me ask you again, do you think that you can take a Fulani virgin, Fulani girl, selling Fulani Nuni to your forest in your village, raping her, getting her pregnant, she's giving birth? Do you know what happened to your village? They will level it. The entire place, they will level it. This is the mistake the likes of Obasanjo have been making for years. All these idiots shouting one Nigeria, either in PDP or APC, all these idiots, all these Iran boys, glorified Iran boys, shouting one Nigeria. You don't know how foolish you are. You have no idea. I remember when I told World Igbo Congress that Fulanis were coming, they said I was a madman. I said they are coming. They said, oh, he's a madman, he doesn't know, he's trying to cause war. He did not see the war. He was a child during the war. He did not go to war. Has the war not come to you now? Has it not come to you now? Who's the fool? But of course they are not anymore, because World Igbo Congress is doing very well to support the efforts we are making on the ground. Biafrans all over the world, everywhere. You heard about evangelism in Akwa Ibom. Evangelism. Hey, glory be to God in heaven. Everywhere the message, the gospel, we are preaching it, either on radio or on the streets. Those that received it gave their life to Christ, and they're with God now for judgment. I raised the dragon flag. People don't know the meaning of it. Some of you don't understand the meaning of the dragon flag. You don't have no idea.
I want us to pay attention to this part where he spoke about the dragon flag. Some of us have forgotten about this dragon flag. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu raised the dragon flag, and our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, upheld that very dragon flag to make sure it doesn't come down. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu made it clear then that when that dragon flag is raised up, it will never come down anymore. Some of us seem to have forgotten about that dragon flag. More especially, our military on the ground, the Liberation Army of Biafra. The Liberation Army of Biafra have abandoned that dragon flag. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu made it clear that that flag is not going to go down. But can you see that the people who raised that dragon flag with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu today, many of them are now working with Ebubago. They are now working with Udogachi. They have joined in their code. But a direct instruction was given on that dragon flag. And those who are still in the journey of this struggle, what are you doing about? Why are you bringing down that dragon flag? Why are you bringing down that dragon flag? Why? Why are you bringing down the dragon flag? That dragon flag is supposed to be flying higher than ever. Why are you allowing that dragon flag to go down? I want us to listen to this very part.
From the day we raised the dragon flag, from that day we stopped writing to UN about what they're doing to us in the zoo. Because the world doesn't give a damn about you. They have bought over, almost every diplomat in Nigeria has been bought over by the zoo. All corrupt, all of them. US ambassador has been bought over. UK ambassador, UK had all bought over, all of them. All corrupt human beings. Very corrupt to the core. We write letter. Bring more evidence, you bring more evidence. Bring more evidence, we bring. Bring more, we bring. Okay, I want to see live interview. We show them. Bring more evidence. Bring the girl. We brought the girls to them that the army raped. Nothing till today, nothing. Which means, if you don't know what to do, please stop coming to us. And now, we know what to do. We have come to die for what we believe in. Are you prepared to die for Nigeria? Then come down to where we are. Come down, stupid idiots. You think now is 1967? You must be dreaming. They send their fake news. Army killed 16 IPOBs, Eastern Security Network operatives in Abia. A lie. So if you write it now, so we'll be panicking. Oh, they're killing us, so let us stop. Oh. Let me tell you one thing about us you don't understand. The more you kill us, the angrier we become. You see, that is one thing that these idiots don't understand. Let me tell the Fulani one thing they don't know because they are foolish. They're not sensible. Leave all these things that Britain is doing. If the only reason why it appears as if the Fulani Janjaweed are doing very well is because of the foolishness of people from the south. Very foolish set of people. That's all. If not, Fulani can. Let me say something you don't know. I want to let Fulani understand something this evening. You see your hand. Take your right index finger. Look for any part of your body. Use your finger to be rubbing at that same spot all the time. Keep rubbing it every blessed day. Keep rubbing that. Keep disturbing that very place. After a while, that place will become harder than the surrounding skin. It's in nature. I repeat, use your right index finger, not your thumb, index finger, the second one following it. Be rubbing it on any part of your skin you like. Every day, keep rubbing that same spot. Keep rubbing it, keep rubbing it. After a while, your skin will rebel and say enough is enough. It will develop hardness. It becomes very tough. That is why, even when you're putting on a shoe, maybe a new shoe, and that shoe keeps rubbing at a particular place on your foot, after a while, that place will grow tough skin to meet the challenge that the shoe is bringing to it. That's how life is. So all these years you were killing us at Mpo, At everywhere we go to, you shoot us, we die. At Aba National High School. Oh, you thought that will make us become cowards and we'll run back. Ah, no, you're mistaken. It's human nature. We rise up and we fight back. And we are coming with a force you don't even understand. And I'm saying it on live broadcast to the whole world. By the time we are finished with you, your children will also die. You don't know the amount of hatred you have built up. People think we're just doing IPOB and out of normal, that we are normal. No, we are not. Not anymore. The level of anger inside us, you cannot fathom. You don't even begin to understand it. You have no idea. The more our people die, the angrier we become. The reason why we surrendered after the war, or should I say, Obasanjo came and said he took surrender was this. Let me tell you one thing you don't know, or people don't know about the Biafran war. The reason why we gave up was because we felt that God had abandoned us.
I hope you got the message. The message is very, very straight and direct. We have reached the elastic limit, as I said. And in the last adage that our Supreme Leader Mazinande Kanu gave, when you continue to do beat a child, to an extent, that child will grow a thick skin. The child will no longer feel a pain, and that your beating can no longer stop the child. When you are rubbing a particular part of your body, constantly you are hitting that part, hitting it. At a time, that side will become so tough that he can no longer feel pain. That is the situation of the Biafran people. We have been beaten, abused, insulted for so long time. A lot of propaganda, lies against us for a long time. We no longer care about that. We have reached the time of fighting back. And we are supposed to be fighting back. And we are fighting back. So wherever you are as a Biafran today, why I am playing these messages that you must know where we are, where we are supposed to be today, where we are coming from. You can imagine if Mazin Nandekano was with us. These are the last messages he preached before he was taken away from us. These are the last messages he preached, 2001, before he was taken away from our midst. The last messages he preached. You can imagine what would have happened at this time, 5 years, 6 years counting. You can now imagine what the situation should have been by now. And wherever you are serving in this liberation army or anywhere you are serving Biafra, this message should remind you what you are supposed to do. That we have crossed the stage of propaganda, blackmailing each other, fighting each other. We are already in the war front to face the enemy. That is what we are supposed to be doing, to face the real enemy before us. Not a time of personal glorification, to present yourself as the Almighty, to seek for popularity for yourself. We have crossed that stage long before now. At this particular point in time, what we are supposed to be doing is to fight back, get our freedom by all means necessary. Get our freedom by all means necessary. Anything you know you can do to make sure that the declaration of Biafra is cemented, the redeclaration of Biafra is cemented, go ahead and do it. And if you are deviating from that path, well, you have yourself to blame. You have yourself to blame. Don't blame anybody. So, my fellow Biafrans, I appreciate every one of you that have been able to join us on this program up to this time. We are changing our system of programs. We are changing our methods of presenting because of so many attacks that we are getting, because of strange things that are happening. We are trying to see if we can be able to change the way we do certain things so that we can be able to overcome these attacks that are coming from right, left, and center. But I bet you, no matter how the attacks comes, we will never be stopped. We will not allow anybody to stop us. We will never be stopped. We will continue to do what we are supposed to do, when we are supposed to do, and how we are supposed to do it. Sending out this message is in the hand of Chukwu Kabiam. We will continue to awaken Biafrans. And wherever you are as a Biafran, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Kabiam to continue to stand and focus on your freedom. Continue to call for your freedom. Continue to speak up for your freedom. No matter what you see, no matter what you hear, do not be discouraged. We are already in the war front. And the worst thing you can do is to retreat. There is no retreat. There is no surrender. Even if where you are is not conducive, look for somewhere else, be there and fight for Biafra. What we do not want is a distraction. Let us focus on the real enemy. Focus on the real enemy. We know that the enemies have penetrated inside and outside. They are everywhere around us. They are using different kinds of means to distract us. The distraction will come from the people we love, the people we trust, the people we believe in, our brothers, sisters, close friends. But in the midst of all this, remember, the dragon flag will never go down. And those are our men who are on the ground. Remember the word of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu while he was still with us. So many of you who are with the Liberation Army today, we are there, even when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was there. They were part of the raising of the dragon flag. So many of those Liberation Army, they are part of the dragon flag raising that we also, and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, it will not go down until Biafra is achieved. There was one message again he preached. He said, once you take an arm, you don't bring it down until you win. And I will continue to go back time and time again to revisit all these messages. I'm going to be revisiting them, including the messages of our Prime Minister, Mazen Samuel. There are so many of his messages that we are going to be listening to at this point in time to take us back to where we are coming from. Because there are so many of us that are not paying attention. We are so much distracted with some informations out there, so many distractions. We are focusing on blackmail and propaganda. We are focusing on saga. Mr. A said and Mr. B said, and that is what the world wants. That is what the people want to hear. Some people, that is what they want. They want to hear how you are castigating your brother. They want to hear how you are destroying your sister. They want to hear the bad report you're making about him, how you and your brother is exchanging word and fighting. That is where they go to. But when they come and see the kind of message we deliver, that this message of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they think that it is hidden. This man, they think they have silenced him. When they see that there are some people that still bringing out his voice, they get the stop. I am one of those who is standing in front line to say the voice of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will never be silenced. The voice of Mazen Simon Ekpa will never be silenced. It doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter where you keep them. It doesn't matter how you hold them. It doesn't matter how many long you hold them. Just like when Mazen Simon Ekpa was here. And he told us that he goes to the heart of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to bring message and deliver. And when you look at his message, you will see it raw. That is what we are doing today. Revisiting those messages from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Mazen Simon Ekpa and bring it forward for our people to know what they are supposed to do and know where they are supposed to go. We must not give up. We must remain focused. No matter what the enemy threw at us, we must remain focused. Let us hear this quick one from our Prime Minister, Mazen Simon Ekpa.
I want to inform you that the way Sudan got disintegrated is not the same thing we are going to do. I want you to understand that the way Ambazonians started fighting their own is not the way we are going to do our own. I want you to understand that the way Eritrea, Tigray, or Ethiopia, and all of them are doing their own is not the way we are going to do our own. We are different from different culture, and Nigeria is completely a different country. The contraption of Nigeria is different from others. And we have been able to research to know the best way to disintegrate Nigeria. And let me tell you, there are many things we are not going to make public. This is just one of the plan. This one will never fail. We are going to add the A, B, C to Z. There is plan A, B, C to Z. And if care is not taken, we are going to apply all the plan at the same time. Because Nigeria don't need to have mess. We don't need to mess. We don't need to have mercy on this evil contraption called Nigeria. The country that have killed millions of Biafra people to maintain one Nigeria. But I want to assure you people today that after this generation of Biafra, after this new generation, after this generation, anybody that had something to do with Nigeria will know that Biafra really have men. And this generation, that our brain is very, very hot.
You have heard our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa speak. So many of us are forgetting where we are coming from and where we are going. That is why I am playing some of the videos I'm playing. The strategies are already there from plan A to Z. And he made it clear before we get to that Z, it must happen. We should not allow the enemies to laugh at us. We should not allow the structure put in place by our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa and our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be defeated. Remember, the dragon flag is flying. The defense of Biafra land is mandatory. We must defend our territory. We must. And we must not look back. No matter what happens, we must continue. You're welcome, my sister Ijoma. Go ahead and talk to us, Sister Ijoma. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Thank you, Mazi Chiefs. Good morning, Biafrans, and good afternoon. Greetings according to your zone where you are, your location. Mazi Chiefs, thank you. Thank you so much for always using your platform to allow us to hear the voice of our leader, the voice of truth, the gospel of redemption. And the world has already agreed that indeed it is a gospel of redemption. Let me start from the attack on your channel. The traffic, at times, if you Google, you don't get it. So what you will do when you are on, use your phone and search yourself. If you take you to any channel you take you without your own, you know that that person is the person taking your traffic. That's another way to check it, to know where it is coming from. That being said, Biafrans, we have had it all. The truth keeps standing. The truth keeps resonating, especially in our military. What we are passing through is not different, or do I say it's not strange. Everybody that wants good things must expect challenges. And like our Prime Minister says, every challenge is unique on its own. We will not fight like others are fighting because our case is not their case and their names are not Biafrans. South Africa is South Africa. And Bangladesh is Bangladesh. India is India. We are Biafran. So any other person that will rise tomorrow to fight for their freedom They will use us as reference, but they will not be so stupid to fight the way we fight, because the environment and the cause which we are fighting is different. That being said, my dear people, we must remain resolute. We must stand with the government support, knowing that we are the government. When we support the government, we support ourselves. Stand on the truth, nothing but the truth. Leave saga. You don't get anything good from saga. You don't get anything good from lying. And that is what the world promotes. Lies, saga, especially the continent we are coming from. They want to see us more, killing ourselves, doing saga against ourselves, even if it's lie.
Exactly.
That's what they promote.
That's what they want.
The truth is what they don't want to hear. Because when you say the truth of who you are exposing them. So when that truth comes, they will make everything available to shut it down. But when you are there saying trash, that is what they will promote and say, you see, we told you. My father always tell us one thing. He said, him who they said it will laugh. Like, people are gathering and you are coming and they say, watch, when it come now, you start laughing. When it come now, you start laughing. And you came and truly start laughing. My father said you are the greatest fool on earth. So that is what I want to tell our people. You don't go to laugh when your enemy says you will laugh. When your enemy says you will laugh, when you get there, you make your enemy to know that you understand and you know who you are. You don't go to laugh. You become more serious and more mean to the business which you come for. That makes you responsible. That makes you who you are. That protects your dignity. You don't get respect. You earn respect. You earn dignity. These things are not what money gives. They are not what money, no matter how million you have. Like somebody like Koko Zademba, what respect does he have in the world? From his village, he started killing his own people. Somebody that has second chance to live to the world. Even his children will be ashamed anywhere they are to say they are children of Koko Zademba. That is the truth of the matter. Except people that knows them closely. They cannot proudly come to the internet and show their faces because they know their father is already gone while alive. So let us stand for the truth. Let us support the government. Let us keep doing what is right. Let us saying the truth about us, whether they like to hear it or they don't like to hear it. Like Mazichuk said, somebody somewhere is listening. And the people that has truth in them will promote truth. Thank you, my dear brother. God bless you. We are Biafrans. We are not shying away from it. It's the only identity we have. We have no other. And we have every bona fide right to protect it. And that we must protect. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my beloved sister. I appreciate you for that wonderful, wonderful contribution that you just made. I thank you so much for blessing Biafrans all the time. And that is why we are here, to make sure that we carry the weaker ones along with us. Because we know there are so many Biafrans that are weakened. Sometimes when you look at things that are happening, you don't actually blame them. There are so many confusions out there that if you don't hold yourself properly, if you do not answer the question of Biafra for yourself, it will be difficult for you to continue. It will be very, very difficult. That is why we always say, define Biafra for yourself. Once you have your own definition of Biafra, you have solved the problem halfway, and you will not be confused anymore. You will not be confused. Try as much as possible on your own time, define Biafra for yourself. Once you define it, nothing is going to move you, nothing is going to shake you. The trials and temptations are going to be coming, but you will not shake. You will not shake. The only reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa can still stand up till today is because they know what they want and they have defined Biafra. If not, who among us, how many of us will see something that want to take the life of your parents before your own very eyes, and you know you'll be blamed for that, and you still go ahead and continue to pursue it? Some of you don't know that today, some people, even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu family, some of his brothers are having grudges for him, holding him responsible for the death of his parents. Some are holding him responsible for the death of his parents, which was caused by the Nigerian government. Some of you don't know the battle he faced inward within himself. The same vein, Mazi Simon Ekpa, do you know the challenges he's facing? From where he is and even his party, the accusation that they have made against him. You remember the speech Mazi Samaraka made during the first convention in Finland. In that first convention, when he introduced his godfather in Finland, he said it is only that man that knows the battle he's fighting. And when he was speaking those words, he broke down, he was shedding tears. That only this man knows what he's going through. That when things are tough, thick and thin, that this man is always with him. That is why sometimes when people think that Mazi Simon doesn't know what is coming, he knows. When you listen to that speech he made then, you will understand that he knows what is coming. It has not been roses with him there. You think maybe because he's in Finland, oh, they are supporting him. He knows that he was fighting battle. But as a leader, he's not going to come and begin to tell you what happens and what they did. Likewise, one of the videos that was released when he was trying to make the declaration, he went to make a report to the police and tell them that look at the program we have, the declaration of Biafra in Latin. And they told him to his face, you know what this is going to cause? That is going to generate a very big uproar around the world. And Mazi Simon said, yes, I know. That is what I want. So these are men who knows what is coming. And they know it's not easy. And they were ready to put themselves forward and make the sacrifice because they know what they want. They know what they want. Mazi Nandekano was promised vice president, he was promised oil well, he was promised so many things. And he said no. Mazi Simon, but they told him they're going to make him the Dangote of Biafra land. He blocked them and blocked their friends and everything. He never want to hear anything from them. Because he knows what he wants. What about you? Some of us today only promise, they don't even promise you. Because you want somebody to notice you, you're already selling yourself. So many of us have put price tag on ourselves already. The price tag is there, waiting for who is going to pay. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiyama will strengthen us until we get to our destination. My fellow Biafrans, I'm going to come back again in the evening on another section of this very program. As I said, I'm going to change the dimension of my program and I'm going to be bringing old messages of Mazi Nanegara and Mazi Simon Ekpa on every occasion to be able to relate to Biafrans. I will continue to do that. At least to waken up our spirit or else to know where we are coming from. For you to be able to connect the foundation to where we are today and do what you have to do. Mainly today, you had Mazi Nanegano spoke about the dragon flag. It cannot go down. And he also talked about how we have grown a thick skin from the attacks that have been coming to us all this while. He spoke about the evil of Nigeria that cannot be mended, can never be mended. It can't be amended. The only solution for us remains Biafra. And we have gotten to that point that every one of us must support to make sure that this redeclaration of Biafra stands. Declaring Biafra is one thing. Holding it up is another thing. This redeclaration that was done on the 29th of November 2024 by the whole Biafrans, championed by the Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, we must hold it and make sure that we continue to move forward. It is what we do that will bring our leaders back to us and we will march into that victory. We are going to end it here. And I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect every single one of us, wherever you are, mainly people in Biafra land. I appreciate every one of you and I feel your pain. I know what you are going through. It is not easy. Anybody that tells you that it's easy, let the person come and try. We know what you're going through. That's the way it is in the zoo today. When you wake up in the morning, you go out, you are not sure. You're not guaranteed that you're going to come back. Even in your home, while you're at home, you're not going and you sleep. You are not even having any guarantee that you're going to see the next day. That is how bad it is. And I pray that accidental bullet will never touch any one of us as Biafrans in Biafra land. We will sleep and we'll wake up, we'll go to our businesses and we'll come back. And everyone that have made it this far will join us to raise that flag. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect every single one of us, more especially those who are in the front line leading us. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiyama will continue to give them wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and divine protection until we get to where we are going. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafrans shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our leaders shall prosper. Thank you so much for being with me on this program. I will see you all again later in the evening. I'm going to come back for another section of the program. Tomorrow we'll also be here. Thank you and stay blessed.
Yeah, my dear, on the beat.
I see mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the kneel for grave where my uche de Papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing, Pekin don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. Please have they shake my hand, no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today now dust we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know, babe.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, don't let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she knows sabi this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
Oh, make we try yo.
Back up joins with a trembling. Oh, hey. If we no join our children go so.
This is my wicked word. This is my confusion word. Listen to Palibran. I will tell you a story about one lady girl. Pali they go to work. Pali they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. Driver they go. Opposite Udi, but the lucky hand the side. Along the school road, I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the driver waiting they happen. Driver waiting they happen. Driver tell the Palibai, see no day for talk. See nothing for talk. If we better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. Driver waiting. Driver waiting.